What are we gonna call it?
Freedom Renegade Radio. No,
Fuck
Freedom
me,
Renegade
dude.
Radio Podcast.
It makes me mad that
The
fucking
reason is though
Renegade
because we're
Radio-
on Freedom Renegade YouTube, and oh yeah, we wanted to call it Renegade Radio, and that one got taken. Somebody has that already. So I think if we just call it Freedom Renegade Radio, then Freedom Renegade Radio, we can use it as it'll be linked with the YouTube. So if anyone searches Freedom Renegades, the podcast will come up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
makes
the
sense.
name's
It
doesn't have the
it
ring.
makes sen- I know, dude. Renegade Radio was perfect.
It was perfect.
We were gonna go with one of those fucking neon signs in the back, dude. It's like
Let me double
pink neon, just like that sweater. That's what we're gonna do. Get that fucking pink neon right in the back. And now it's fucked. I don't know.
saw something that said you guys can change it.
at any
Down
time.
the road, it's not gonna change. I mean, you got people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of true. As long as there's people that know where to find it. We did go by Monkey. What was the other
Monkey
one? Monkey
Meditation.
Meditation. My
Yeah.
mom's like, you guys got to be Monkey Meditation. Didn't you suggest
Someone mentioned
Something
that.
like that.
something
Or was it
around there?
Chris?
No, it was him.
It was Fletch?
Yeah, yeah,
Something like that.
Okay.
yeah. So I think we should talk about what we have coming up in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to-
dude.
to
Fuck
tell 'em about it.
Well, so it's we got. Hey, does Fletch know?
I told him a little bit about
Okay,
it.
cool. But yeah, we got asked to come play a show at a. I don't know if we should call it a retreat or a resort.
It's almost like a treatment center. What they use it for
treatment
is
center is
it's an
probably more
opioid
accurate.
treatment center for not only opioids, it's for PTSD, addictions of any kind, traumas. Like it's basically a place where you go and you reset completely, you know. And they're flying us down to Cancun, giving us a place to stay for 10 days and letting us do this Ibogaine whole like ceremony. I see why you say that, but it's like a 12-hour hardcore trip where they say ayahuasca and Ibogaine are the two strongest psychedelics you can do, and they say Ibogaine is like the mother spirit, or no, Ibogaine is the
Mount
the
Everest
grandfather
of psychedelics.
They say Ibogaine's the like grandfather and ayahuasca's like the grandmother, meaning like the spirit of it. One of them is a little more harder and the other one is a little softer, but they do call it the Mount Everest of psychedelics.
Dude. But they have a staff of like 38 people. I was watching videos on their stuff on their channel. It's called Beyond.
Beyond
right?
Us.
Beyond
Yeah.
Us, yeah. And it's down in Cancun, Mexico. But I was watching their shit, and it looks like all their staff is like really well versed in what is going on.
Yeah, each one of the people that's also watching over us, because you're going to be set in a hospital bed all alone with people that come in and check you. They're going to hook you up to an EK, like a heart monitor,
machine, yeah.
heart monitoring device. And if you need something, you can press a button.
Because Ibogaine is really hard on your circulatory system.
Yeah, if you have heart problems, you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah, it fucks with you, dude.
But you can't
it's
get out of bed for 12
and
hours.
it fucks with your legs, too.
Yeah.
When you get done, it makes it so you can barely fucking walk, I guess.
I mean, when's
with the one video, that one guy was saying when he got up, the doctor's like, I'm surprised you can walk.
Yeah.
Like, what, dude?
Yeah, because I mean, have you ever been so freaking floored you can't stand up?
I bet, yeah, I was been times where I definitely needed to lay down.
There's
Like,
no way.
That just happened to me.
There's been times where like
It happened
there's
to me
not even
twice.
a chance of getting
It's
out of bed.
happened to me twice.
Yeah. Like on, like ayahuasca type things, you can't move. You can't even get up, dude. You'll at least on ayahuasca,
But
you're
even
gonna
after,
shit.
but this is after they come down.
Oh yeah, I know, but still, even at the end of it, that guy said that was 8 hours in when he said that. He still had he probably was still lightly tripping for like another 3 to 4 hours.
It sounded to me like he was done.
He said the feather floated down. This guy told this whole story. So let me tell you what this guy, like some of the experiences I've listened to. This guy was talking about so they basically give you capsules. They give you one, wait 20 minutes, give you another one, wait 20 minutes. Once it starts kicking in, he said he was just looking up at the corner of the wall, and the corner of the wall went zoop, and he's like, oh shit, it's starting. And he said this like Mayan figure that was basically like ripped and rock walks into the room. He said this entity walked into the room, stands right next to the window, and opens up a scroll. Actually, he said he opens the scroll this way. Both sides were his life. And then he pulled down another one to the bottom, was a bunch of memories that they were going to go through. And he said the whole ceiling turned to stars. And he said, you're in no control of what's happening. There's a cursor that pops up that basically goes whoosh, and highlights one of the stars. He said there's billions of stars, and each one is every thought you've thought, every memory you have. And this cursor comes back, selects a memory, pulls it up, and the guy that's standing by the window opens the top of the scroll, and he starts painting the experience right in front of you to the sound of the music that's playing. He said it's like artistic as fuck. He's painting this picture, it brings it up, and then you review why you did the dumb shit that you did and what memory specifically triggered you to like react in a traumatic way. And so he went through his entire, like, all these things that caused him to be addicted to opioids and a few other things he didn't want to get into. You could tell in that video that he was like, there's some dark shit he's probably done that he didn't want to just, tell the crowd about what happened. But so this guy paints the whole picture, you review the whole thing, and then as soon as you get done with one, you clear it out of your like energy system, and then the cursor comes back and goes shoop, shoop, focuses on another memory, and the freaking guy opens up the scroll, starts painting it again. By the end of the experience, the guy said about 8 hours in, the like trip lets you know, like, okay, it's basically over, and this feather floats down out of the sky, and as it lands, the trip fucking descends out of you. That was just one of them. A lot of people, I talked to a guy when we were at this hash bash when we played in Michigan, and he had lost his dad.
Damn, dude.
And when he took it, he said he was sitting in the hotel room, and his dad walked right into the room, sat down with him, and they had a conversation all night, and he didn't even know he was in a hotel. He was so fucked up.
That's the thing about that shit, dude. I've heard two things that was really consistent about it when it comes to the trips. One of them is that people are seeing dead people. And the other
That's why they do it, for people losing people close to you.
And the other one is the star thing. The one guy that you just explained how his life, he was saying the cursor would go up and it would like randomly find it was. He's like it was finding a certain memory. It'd go to one and then go to another one, go to one and go to one, and then it'd go to one and select it. And he's like, that was the one it was wanted to show me. Mm-hmm. And the other person said the same thing about stars being fucking memories. He's like, each star was a memory. And they're saying the exact same fucking thing. That's why I'm curious. I'm like, is this going to happen? I'm curious what happens with death and with stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and a lot of people
when it comes to our trip when we do it.
Yeah. Some people have
did you mention that they offered us to do it?
I don't know if I did, but yeah, they offered they're going to fly us down, have us be there, feed us the food, put us up, and then let us do the Ibogaine treatment, which is like $10,000 minimum per person to do, and then pay us to be there. It's pretty cool the way they ran into our shit, too, because the guy just heard our music, went into a deep dive on Spotify, and was like, oh, this is like nothing else I've ever heard.
The guy that's done a few videos,
the guy that
I can tell that's the one that we were talking to, too.
But
he's a really nice guy.
Another part of this, though, that has me nervous as shit, like, I've had some, psychedelic trips that are, like, scary,
It's going to be fucking intense.
The Wolf of Wall Street guy, his report of it was like, oh, it's like being in hell for 12 hours.
But that's subjective. You know what I mean? Because I've heard a lot of positive ones, and I've heard mostly positive ones, and I think that plays into what type of life you've led, and how much regret you have, how much pain you think you've caused others.
Yeah,
how much fucking turmoil your soul is going through because of shit you've done and is wrong.
Yeah,
or is bad. So I don't know. I guess I don't stand in that place. I don't think I do. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Things come up, and this is the reason most people avoid psychedelics in general. I think is because there's things that we have pushed down and we don't want to really feel them. And every time you get in a real psychedelic experience deep into it, it always brings them up. And that's why people always report at the end of them feeling some kind of healing, because these things are dictating the direction our lives go and the way we respond, because there's something we're avoiding and the unconscious is like slightly trying to bring it up, and we're like, fuck no. So we're taking substances to avoid it. And this substance particularly is like, nope. They say that, like with Ibogaine, they say it doesn't show you what you want to see. It showed you what you need to see. That's a statement, dude.
Bro, all I know is it's going to be super fucking intense. But it makes me feel more comfortable For what, in a weird way, like an ego side, it makes, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I get to do this. People want to do this.
Yeah.
I get the opportunity to do something like this. Like, I'm definitely going to take that opportunity.
Yeah.
The money aside, just the
Yeah.
opportunity. So it makes me feel cool. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
But it also makes me feel comfortable to know that we're going to be in this facility. Like, they only have like 14 people in there beyond at
Yeah.
the time, like
Yeah.
14 patients. And they have like 38 staff members. They have a shitload of staff. Like, we'll be comfortable. We'll be in hospital beds. Like, we'll be in the same
That's
room.
what's nice,
It sounds like
dude.
we'll be able to do it together.
I
I'll
have
be
a-
able to be like, talk to you a little bit.
Maybe.
if we want to.
Yeah.
If we don't, I don't know. We might just want to be like,
Yeah, that's one
How you
thing.
doing over there? How you doing over there, Slugger?
That's one
You
thing
doing
about
all
it
right,
that
champ?
makes it easier for me is because like anytime I'm in those situations, I'm always the one that has to be in control and feeling responsible to make sure that like if something takes place that's crazy, if we're in the woods and there's an animal, like
That's what
I need to
mean,
be able
dude.
to respond.
We're going to be in the best possible environment to do this.
That's what I'm saying.
And the place we're going to be at is going to be sick. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't
No,
interrupt you.
you're good. You're good.
The
Go
place
ahead.
we're going to be at is going to be sick, dude.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking waterfalls. I don't
Yeah.
know. No waterfalls, but they
Yeah.
got a pool.
Right.
You get it.
Yeah.
Go on, though.
No, but usually it's hard to like be able to just let that part of myself down, whether I'm with like my girl or with you, and like there's also some deep trauma from you cracking your head open. So when I get into those experiences, I'm like hyper aware and trying to like make sure everything's okay all the time. This will make it so I can just like lay in the bed. Somebody else got everything covered that's totally sober, and I can like just really relax into it, and you'll be right next to me, so I won't be worrying about what's going on, where you're at, and if you're in trouble in any way, it'll be the best possible scenario.
Dude, I just hope that I can get the passport.
Well, it sounds like that the passport's
It
not going to be an
sounds
issue
like
at
it.
all.
I mean, the Wolf of Wall Street guy just went to this exact facility.
Yeah, and they say
So-
they have people with felonies down there all
I
the
know,
time.
I know. It's just a thing. I guess if I can get it, I'll feel more confident about getting it because are we just getting it? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I'm
Is
not
it
sure.
just
I know
for
what you're
Mexico?
I know when you have the passport, you can travel where you want. In most cases, there's probably some countries you can't go to because of the felony, but you always have to tell them like, oh yeah, I'm going to Mexico for this. And so I don't know why you have to state it on where you're going. And I don't think that you have to like report it as you go. I think just the first one maybe.
So if I get it, then I can.
Maybe
go.
you do have any idea?
I don't believe you do.
No.
You just get it, and then it's good for what, 7 years?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think what you said, like Canada. I don't know that you'll be able to.
No, I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't. That sucks too because we got a lot of fans in Canada.
Dude, the UK and Canada.
The UK
are
is where I want to go, but
packed.
we should follow up on that Australia shit because that one guy wanted to bring us out to Australia.
That's
if I
right.
can get it, if
for
I
the
can.
recording studio. He
But
said he could
that's
sponsor
the one
you
thing
too.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I hope I can get that shit. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Is it a resort?
It is a resort, and it's nice, dude. It's
a
like
5-star
right in the
one,
heart
right?
of Cancun.
It's 5 stars, isn't it?
I'm not sure what the stars are, but it is nice. It kind of looked like
Nice down there.
it looked like where we went. The whole place is all white. Like
It's gonna be nice.
where we went in Cancun, dude, it was so much fun. Like you walked, it looked like a villa right out of like Al Capone or something, dude. Like all pure white, and you walk outside. There's like stages and stuff, and if you just walk like 100 yards, maybe a little farther, you're right on the beach, dude. That vacation was actually a lot of fun. I had a good time on that vacation.
IVs in the hospital.
Land cruise.
Yeah, it was, dude. I didn't have that much fun on the other cruise. Like, it was fun, but I liked being on land a
I
little bit
liked
better.
the free food on the cruise, the all
It
inclusive.
was the same. It was the
But
same.
did you guys have to pay for booze on the cruise?
We had an
'Cause I
all-access wristband.
I had to pay for booze.
So we did
I
some,
bought so many
we did
fucking
some-
mojitos.
We were like, there was a couple people without wristbands, and the people with wristbands would get the drinks and bring them back to them, and that's kind of how we did it.
Okay.
But man, I got so fucked up in the hot tub that one night. I
you
ended up in the ER.
And you called me, hey man, send me $700. I fucking spent $1,800 in the hospital.
Dude, I made $2
What,
grand.
dude? You spent $1,800. How'd you end up in the hospital?
I made
got
$2
shit
grand
faced in the
playing-
hot tub for 6 hours.
I made $2 grand playing poker and had to pay all of that for the ER visit plus $400.
Plus what I
it was
sent you?
$2,400. It was
Oh,
$2,400
was that? I
altogether.
thought it was 18.
Yeah, no, it was $2,400, and then just the IVs alone were $900 each, and they gave me 2. They gave me an extra one while I was asleep, so I had to pay
You were
$2,400.
fucked up, dude.
Yeah, and so all my poker money was gone, but luckily my insurance actually covered it when I got home. So actually, I ended up still making the money up. Dude, that's all we did was play poker most of the time.
I get so motion sick.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't even
know,
walk
right?
into the casino when I went. I hated it. I was fucking laying on the deck when we went, and I just slept on the deck a couple nights
Because of motion sick?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you were pretty good on the flight this last time we went to Michigan.
Eat. I learned not to eat. That's the only technique I had somebody make me some like oils for it here just recently.
Oh yeah.
They're like, hopefully this will help. I'm like, that ain't gonna fucking help. Nothing helps.
You've tried
The only thing that
Dramamine?
help- huh?
You've tried Dramamine?
I've tried. That's a pill, right?
You can get it at the store. I'm not sure if it's a pill.
I took some when I was with one of my exes. When we went on one of the cruises, we got some like motion sickness pills. Those didn't work. I've gotten the wristbands. Those didn't work. I've got stuff to rub on. They don't work. The oils that the other person got me, I guarantee that shit won't work. The only thing that seems to help at all is to make sure I just don't eat that day. It makes it so that I still get motion sick. I get like grog. I get like head sick, like head funk going on, but
Yeah.
I don't get like, oh, I'm gonna throw up, because there's nothing to throw up.
I don't know
So
why.
it doesn't make me like, oh fuck, dude, like grabbing the bag, like, I could tolerate it.
I don't know why that reminded me of. I was watching a podcast with Steve-O and Donald Cerrone yesterday, and Donald Cerrone was on there like hyping up testosterone. Like he was just like apparently Steve-O got his levels checked, and it's like the metric of what you're supposed to be at is like 700 to 800. I think it's like deciliters. I don't know what the measurement ending of it is, but Steve-O's at 200. When you're like,
Holy shit.
when you're at like 19 to like 25, you're like basic levels are like 700 to 800. The more carbs that you're eating, the more like shitty food you eat, it just slams your testosterone. Like people are always like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like it kills your testosterone the more carbs you're eating. So your energy goes down, your sex drive goes down. Anyway, he fucking Cerrone was on there, and he's like, oh yeah, I got me at 1600. He's like, I'm on all the shit, and he's like, I could run through a wall right fucking now. But he said it makes him horny as fuck.
Really?
He's like, dude, I'm wanting to have sex twice a day. He's like, it's a good thing, ladies, that I'm married. But do you think you'd ever get on testosterone when you get
dude,
older?
You know what? I work with a guy that's like, I didn't know, but I was talking to him. I'm like, dude, his name's Jim. I call him Big Jim. He's a short guy. He was fucking ripped. And I'm like, dude, the other year, like month ago or so, I walked up to him and I'm like, dude, you're fucking jacked, man. Like, you're pretty buff. See the veins running through there when you're lifting your box and shit. You're putting stock away. And it's like, I asked him, I'm like, how old? I said something about his age. And he's like, how old do you think I am? I'm like, I don't know, 48. And he's like, I'm 60.
Fuck.
And I'm like, holy shit, you're 60? And he's like, yeah, I'm 60. I'm like, are you on TRT? And he's like, yeah, I just got on it about 6 weeks ago. I'm like, how do you like it? He's like, I love it. I'm like, I heard it's expensive. He's like, yeah, it's pretty expensive. But he's like, I love it. I'm like, oh shit, dude, this guy's fucking. And he's jacked. He's like, yeah, it makes me feel like when I was younger. He's like almost 175 right now. I used to be 190 when I was around your age. But he's pretty thick, dude. And I think and yes, to answer your question, I would get on it. But I don't see it. I'm not competing in anything for one, and it's longevity.
Dude, and
what I mean?
being able to feel good.
It keeps you young. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, why not keep at a pace, a high level of
Mild side
of
effects
living,
is part
you
of it.
know what I
but,
mean?
yeah.
And being able to execute in your life.
Yeah.
Why not? Once I get to fucking whatever, go get a test. They're like, you're under. Fucking hit me, doc.
They asked Steve-O.
Fuck it.
Steve-O asked him, like, is there any side effects that you don't like about it? And he's all, I don't know, my dick's bigger and I got more energy.
Sounds
But-
good. Sounds good. Is it psych?
Dude,
is it
a lot of-
is it a steroid though?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
really?
it's not a natural testosterone. It's exogenous hormone. So it's like synthetic testosterone. It's supposed to imitate what basically your balls do. So a lot of people do say your nuts shrink.
Oh, okay.
Like there are like some people have said I've heard both ways on this. I've heard some people say it's really good for your liver, and I've heard some people say it can be a little hard on
it's
your
hard
liver.
on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but even Cerrone's like, I don't work out or anything. He's like, I got
He's
bigger.
jacked.
Yeah, he's like, I got bigger. Like his
I can
physique.
tell when dudes are older dudes. When I see them now, I'm like, oh, that dude's fucking muscular.
You can see it in their face,
especially
too. There's
yeah,
like a
I know.
plasticity to their skin.
There is, dude, and
Yeah.
I can see it. I can like notice it. Not as much on the guy I work with, but there's dudes I see them. I'm like, and they're older. I'm like, I can tell this guy's fucking. He's hitting the gym, but he's on something. Dude.
Yeah. Did you watch any of those videos of Trenbolone on More Plates, More Dates? How fucking crazy is that shit, dude?
It's about as crazy as I've ever heard.
It's the wildest stories I've ever read on the internet. Reddit has a whole forum with it.
Well, really what it shows us is you start messing too much with your baseline.
Yep.
And things can happen.
That's what I wonder about people switching sexes. I'm like, you start fucking with hormones, dude, and like taking men's hormones, and you're a woman or a man taking women's hormones, like that can only increase the crazy.
It can't help.
Yeah, I can't. For real though.
dude.
But dude, those Trenbolone stories. There's like one of them I was listening to, and another one I was reading. But one of them, this guy was like, he was doing illegal like sales of things, and as he was like good for a long time, he started taking this Trenbolone, and you get ripped on this shit. Like apparently, if you work out on this, you'll grow like 5 times bigger than you do on anything else. It's super helpful for that, but it makes your mind crazy. He said he would be sleeping with this girlfriend and thinking while he's having sex with her, this bitch is fucking cheating on me. This bitch is fucking cheating on me. Going to people's houses and beating people up that he thought were sleeping with them for no reason. Like he was completely wrong while he was on this shit. Ended up like he was in such an anger all the time. He wouldn't watch behind him who was like trailing him. Ended up getting himself put in fucking jail. Like the paranoia that comes from this substance is wild, bro.
That's what I was gonna ask. What happens if you get put in jail or something like this, or you get put in an environment where you can't take it? Is it like? Because I was watching a video on an alcoholic today, and he's like, I haven't drank for 72 hours, and he's like,
Shaking.
dude, he's just shaking mad.
Yeah.
And he's filming it, and it looked like he had a drink, and he did. He's like, I had to have a drink, or else I was gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I watched the video.
But what happens if you go to like jail?
It depends-
You're on
it
that
dep-
shit. And you can't like. I don't know how the cycling even works. I've never gotten even close to anything like that.
So it depends on what you're doing, like, and the levels of like on testosterone. Like some people do cycles where when they get off, they take like clomifid, like what John Jones got.
pop for.
Yeah, basically it's like it's a masking agent that helps you like rebalance after taking testosterone. Some people do like 6-week cycles of testosterone. Then when they get off, they have to like take this. But a lot of people, when they get on testosterone, they like the way it feels so much. They never get off of it. Like HGH and testosterone, like Joe Rogan, he stays on it. Most people that are on it, they just stay on it. So they do a shot once a week, sometimes twice a week, and they never get off of it.
But what if
they
you
use
end up in an environment where you can't fucking take it?
Yeah, you're gonna
what's
go
it gonna
through
do to your
go
body?
through a little bit of depression.
Catching a little buzz when you move that.
Yeah, every time
What's that?
this mic does a little buzz when you.
Oh, there's a buzz.
Yeah, the
All
more
right,
you move it.
All right.
It's good right now.
Okay, but
happens.
every time I move it,
It happens.
Right there.
It happens when we're live all the time rapping. Like
know.
you start grabbing the mic and it's.
I go, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep moving it though. So thanks for the update. What?
But if you end up in jail on that stuff and you don't have it, you're gonna go through like severe depression. Your energy's gonna drop. You're gonna go through severe depression. Like if you don't have it, it can be a problem, especially because your body stops producing it. That's why your nuts shrink. And if you don't keep taking it, there's a lot of people say there's no way to get back. Like if you're on it for like 2 years, a lot of people say there's no way you can get off of it at that point.
Really?
It's like a permanent thing.
Shit. Is that just Trenbolone or is that
No, that's testosterone.
really?
Hormones in general. When
That sucks.
you start taking exogenous hormones, your body
What
isn't
could you
gonna.
do to What could you do to normally get it up?
That's the key right there.
Yeah, yeah.
What can you do to get it up normally?
Uh,
you could eat good and you
the-
could exercise.
Yeah, the key is
You have to eat good and exercise.
so fasting-
There's a fucking. Go ahead.
no fasting for over like 16 hours or 14 hours increases your testosterone. A good amount of getting a good night of sleep increases your testosterone. Again, if you eat a lot of
Just a healthy lifestyle.
yeah, a lot of carbs will just crush your testosterone, dude.
I saw there's these videos going around on the TikTok. You might have ran into them because we shared the TikTok. But there's this like 72-year-old lady that is just fucking.
Dude, I've seen it. The black chick?
Yes,
dude.
She looks like she's 40 something.
Yeah,
dude.
I've seen her, dude.
72
She eats
years
like
old,
a pure
bro.
vegan diet.
I know. That's
Yeah.
why I wondered too, because when we did the Sebi diet, we looked like skin and bones. We probably weighed. I'm 6'1". I probably weighed like 145 pounds.
Neither of us could do the.
We
couldn't work out though.
We
were
weren't
too
working
hurt.
out. But this chick is muscular.
Yeah.
She eats like that too. But she's fucking really, really fit.
Yeah, she is. I saw that
She's
lady.
72.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck,
Dude,
dude?
you don't think about it when you're younger.
That
but
makes me want to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like being young like this.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. What could I do?
Secrets of the Blue Zones. Have you guys seen that on Netflix?
Secrets of the Blue Zone.
Yeah, this guy does this really interesting study on regions where people live to be centenarians. Over 100.
Over 100,
You
okay.
find out that there's specific pockets in the world where people are more likely to, and he went and he started studying what they did, and it's all about the diet, it's all about activity.
Yeah.
There's a social component to it. You have to feel like you belong.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
something. It's
Connected to something. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Oh man, and that's one of the things that
goes
prevents me.
into fucking love too, and also too it breaks me think about. Told me about it, but that Amish communities don't have autism.
They don't.
And I mentioned that to somebody who thinks they have autism,
Yeah.
self-diagnosed, and they didn't. They were like, oh, they kind of like brushed it off, but you know,
RFK made some good points on
makes
Joe
it.
Rogan.
It's
dude.
we in our society are broken and have cracks on the surface in every facet of it at this point. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it used to be.
having autism in kids, and then the Amish community doesn't, and then what you guys were talking about, like, and that brings me to the thought of love,
Yeah.
like how important that is to people having a good health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like go back to those experiments that were done with the fucking jars and
The,
shit.
the big thing
with
that
the water,
they found though
the
with
rice.
with like the Amish community is they don't get vaccines at all. They refuse to, and they've noticed since that vaccines have came out, autism rate has gone up by 60%. So that's what like the whole point with the Amish thing was like they refuse to get those, and they have 0% of people with autism. And there's a lot. Like you'd have to go watch the whole thing from RFK on Rogan's podcast, but there's a lot of shit that used to people think, oh, that's a conspiracy. Like, no, actually, like now they have the data to show that it actually is autism could be potentially caused by certain vaccines.
Our culture is so fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Like, when did vaccines start? 89?
I have no idea. I mean,
think
they've been around for a long time. I think probably
Have
before
they?
that. Yeah.
I feel like they upped. There was something about 89 where they upped it, or they started them. Me and you were talking about
Yeah,
it.
I'm no
quite a
scientist.
What?
I said I'm no scientist. I
Oh,
have no
okay.
idea. I couldn't even guess.
I
What do you
can't
think I
remember.
said?
I don't know.
Do you think I
thought
said
you
you're
said
not a
something-
scientist?
I can't remember. Some smart ass comment. I'm not sure.
It says 1796 was the first vaccine.
1796.
1796.
Wow.
Oh, bro, that's nice.
Wow.
That's our first fucking.
We got we
our
got
first
Funkmaster
reference.
Fletch back
Yeah,
there.
I like that. That's what I'm
It
talking
is nice,
about, dude.
It would be nice to have a screen
You
right
gotta
here
hit him with the yes, dude.
to shoot
We need to get a fucking
like some
projector.
videos back here to
Dude,
watch.
Yeah,
you know.
that's what we need to do. We got it set up way better than we used to with the arms, dude. The arms are nice, and having 3 cameras set like we have them set. Like,
Yeah.
we'll be able to cut some good shit off of this. Like, we're gonna get it going, dude.
Yeah, I like this.
I do too. It'll be nice.
Vaccine mandates in the United States date back to 1827.
Mandates, so like being forced.
Being told,
Oh shit! Damn.
and that was against smallpox.
No shit.
Smallpox, polio. There's been some successful ones for sure.
I think that
They failed first.
I don't know though.
Did
I don't
they?
know. I don't know.
What happened with
I'm
that
too
one?
fishy at the government.
It was.
I don't trust those
There was
pricks.
a problem.
People started getting sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second one was.
There's always some tests.
Dude,
Never be first.
I don't know. I just don't trust the government.
Yeah, I know,
feel like-
dude. I know.
I don't
This
know.
TikTok
Put it-
shit. This TikTok ban
The
shit,
ban,
dude.
though.
Bro, what a crock
Fuck
of shit.
them, dude. Those cunts.
Yeah,
I say what I want on my podcast.
yeah. It's sad.
Bitch
dude. Like,
shit.
it's sad that like
It's fucking.
I mean, I saw that. I
hurtful.
saw
It's
TikTok.
hurtful.
I saw TikTok from people that are under the age of 30 has taken 40% of the way of 40% away from search engines. So like Google,
People,
Yahoo,
yeah, like they're looking
kids-
on TikTok.
Yeah, and so that means advertisement money's being taken. Like most people like what is there like how many
What's
people?
it? They did some. They're
170
taking
million
another-
people on TikTok. I think.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
taking another chunk of a market that I was surprised to hear. I can't remember what it was though, but they're taking a lot of chunks out of a lot of markets right now, and they're Chinese. So these motherfuckers, I think they just want them out, dude. I don't know what the exact reason is, whether it's got to do with this Palestine and
Dude, when you can't
this
control-
war shit
that's part
that
of it,
people
too.
are talking about on TikTok, and they're like, no, we want that gone for whatever reason.
Notice they say they banned it,
They did.
but they don't want to shut it down.
Dude, they
They
did.
wanna sell- they
Well,
wanted to
they,
sell it.
they,
And
but
then
even-
but they said they
even if
refused to
do
sell
that,
it.
They're not going to sell
Yeah.
the fucking algorithm with it.
They're like, we want the money.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even though they're banning China from owning it. They're not trying to close it. They want it. They want it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
but you know, I wonder what the real the big reason is. The
I think
one
there's
reason.
multiples. I think there's
There might-
multiples.
I think you're probably right about that.
Obviously, the money's always the number one issue to everybody.
but they're not going to be able to get the money,
yeah. So, but if let's say that they did ban it,
and they're taking money from their. Go ahead.
Let's say they did ban it. Like all that money trickles back into the places where was originally getting the money, which you could see from the beginning that Facebook put this giant propaganda smear campaign out about a year and a half ago when they talked about banning it the first time. That they were like, oh, this is Chinese spyware. They've found that Facebook was the one that started this whole. They put like $22 million into trying to get TikTok banned. It didn't work the first time, but that money,
it was to me convinced me for a minute, and then I found out that TikTok.
Well, everything is spyware. If you have a cell phone,
Facebook was the one pushing this lobbying against TikTok.
Yeah, if you have a cell phone at all, everything is spyware. Facebook in 2013 got in trouble for selling their information, just what they're saying, oh, TikTok does. They sold their information to like Cambridge in like the UK or some
Cambridge Analytica.
Yeah, Cambridge Analytica. They did exactly what they're saying, oh, these guys are doing. They got in trouble for it. Like,
But they're just in cahoots with all these fucking pricks.
but the other side of it,
because they're American companies, and also these dipshits can get controlled easy because they're on U.S. soil, so they're within like reach. You know,
Right.
I think that go on.
the other side of it is the information that you can get on TikTok that's not being suppressed in the same way that it is on other apps. Like no matter what you're talking about, they pretty much let you talk about whatever. The only thing you can't do, you can't be vaping on there, you can't talk about drugs, and you can't talk about there's like a few things, right, that are like make logical sense in a way. But if you can't control the information, like all the real information about Palestine and Israel and Gaza, all this stuff that came out, it's just free flowing through TikTok. No one can stop the information. So of course, the people that are trying to suppress it in the United States, now there's media that's individual, that's uncontrollable. So of course they're doing everything they can do. Did you see the video when the guy from Singapore, the CEO of TikTok here, there was a guy, one of the judges, or not judges, but the court people when they're interviewing him was like, does it hook up to the Wi-Fi though? And he was like, what? Like, yeah, everything hooks up to the Wi-Fi. He's like, then that's spyware then. He's like, wait. He's like trying to be really nice and explain it. I was reading through the comments yesterday of people saying stuff, and he's like, that's like asking, do you use your toaster plugged into the wall? Like, it's like, of course. What are you talking about? Everything runs through the fucking internet. It's insane to even like, the guy has this guy that's trying to ban TikTok has zero understanding of what the fuck that it means to be on the internet. And he's like criticizing that you connect to the Wi-Fi. You can close that. Yeah. It's cold as shit. Feel free to grab a sweater too if you're cold at all.
I saw
Cool.
I saw a video of the people that banned TikTok, and in the comments, one of the people said, "This decision was made by 100 people that don't even know how to run a printer."
Yeah, dude, it's pretty true, dude.
Like every decision ever.
I know, dude.
It's so true, dude.
This TikTok shit is really intense. How fast they pushed it through, dude.
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
Yeah,
that's another part of
it.
How fast they pushed it.
Super fast. But yeah, there's more points to the why they're doing this too.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think the other reasons are?
I'm sure there's many. Those are the ones that just stand out to me. You know, everything that they're trying to suppress and paint a narrative of, that anything that's combating that, they're trying to get rid of it at all times.
They know that they're not going to sell it. America knows that China's not going to sell. Like, what?
Did you see TikTok made an app in the U.S.?
I heard
called
about
TikTok
it. I heard
Notes.
about it. What-
TikTok Notes.
Yeah.
So they're
something
trying to.
about-
They're like,
some-
oh, we'll start an American company then. Which, if that happens, hey,
why don't
we're
they
jump-
just do the same thing over?
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
it's
that's what-
notes. It's
Who
photos.
cares? It's
not-
TikTok Notes. Yeah, but I'm sure it'll evolve. I'm sure it's not
They
just
got
going
to
to be
move it right
photos.
up into the fucking real shit. Dude.
Yeah, man, it's disappointing not only because the like the
Fuck
money that
these
we
dudes.
make and it's supporting us, it's keeping you in limbo at your job.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's
Yeah.
pissing me off. It pisses me off because of the sequence of events that have come up to this.
You're like ready to leave, and
I'm
like 2
yeah,
weeks
I'm gonna
before,
get out, see how much I can make. Doing okay, doing well, and I'm like, all right, cool. This place is just taken away from this, and then I'm ready to quit because I'm about to get out, and fucking TikTok, literally like a month preceding it. It's all,
Yeah.
oh, TikTok, man, like what the fuck are you talking about,
Yeah.
dude? Now I just gotta still stay splitting.
I know, dude.
I hate
But
it.
we were already
It's
ready
annoying.
to. We were already ready to pivot to like more of our own music through reels,
I
promoting
know,
that,
but
growing
we just
our
need
own
the
shit.
time. I need
And
the
look
time.
what's already-
I
you know-
need the time to say, hey, we have all day, every day. Let's just do it. Let's do everything we want to do because we have a lot on the plate with the pivoting on the reels, fucking practicing, pivoting on the reels, fucking doing the lives, writing new music. Like that's just the tip of the iceberg of what I can think off the top of my head.
You know what's been weird to me though is like on TikTok, we got 275,000 followers, but the opportunities that have presented themselves, aside from the money we make every day doing lives, all the big opportunities that have popped up, Michigan, now this Mexico, all happened from Instagram. Like the people that tried to sign that have tried to
It is
sign
weird,
us,
isn't
the
it?
people that have tried to sign us, the managers that have reached out to try to manage us, the people, the lawyers, like
lawyer,
Outcast lawyer, all these people, all from Instagram. I don't know how that's possible that entire time running it up on TikTok, none of that happened. The only one thing I can think of though is that like it's really, you can't message other creators on TikTok very easily. Even if it goes into your message request, which they just changed recently. Even if it goes in your message request, it's always dumbasses sending videos. But
What the fuck?
I
is
don't
with
know.
that,
But in
dude?
Instagram, other people I think can get a hold of you easier. And so there may have been a lot of people that wanted to get a hold of us through TikTok, but didn't take the time to go to the bio and find the email. Instead, on Instagram, they just message, goes right into our like
Requests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
maybe hidden.
I don't know what the difference is, but it's
Those one people never hit us back that went to the hidden request that we didn't see for like a week. Remember, I showed it to you and you sent a message.
Oh
back to them.
yeah. I can't
They
remember
never
what
hit
they
us
want. What
back.
they want.
I can't remember either. Something to do with like signing.
Yeah, it was something with, there's been a couple labels that reached out through there, but like dumbass ones. Signing.
This
that's-
one wasn't though. This one sounded more legit. And they
think-
never got back to us again.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
That's
now.
okay, whatever.
You
But
know,
no,
it's-
it is that what you were talking about with Instagram is super strange.
Yeah.
It is like, it's like a different, maybe what you said could be what it was. To me, it was almost like a different audience was on Instagram and they fucking, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just how hard we hit when we hit and just went to almost 100,000 in like 2 months.
You know
3
what?
months.
You know what this has all shown me too, going through this whole process of like labels reaching out and the information that's out on other people that have been signed, talking about how fucked up their deals getting signed and what a crock of shit. And basically, it's like a 30% bank loan or higher. It's funny how little interest. How everybody wants to get signed in the beginning, and then when you see what it is, and thank God we have all the information from the internet now that other people didn't have. It's the interest of getting signed has just dwindled to like 3%
It
for
hasn't
me.
even it's disintegrated.
Yeah,
dude.
for you it's zero.
I fucking don't
Yeah.
even have.
I
have zero fucking interest in it, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, why?
Yeah.
For what? You're gonna take. You're gonna put your hand in my pocket. You're gonna give me exposure and quickly. Potentially, you'll give me quick exposure.
Yeah. But what can they do?
At the cost of it's, and the only thing that would make that worth that to me is I would have to say, well, how much exposure am I going to get to boom my career to such a stratosphere that I feel like it's worth it for me to sign a shitty deal with you that let you put your hand in my pocket in a multitude of fucking ways, and you're giving me probably a loan that's really bad.
Well, and here's the thing to me is like idea, the way that they would market our music is so antiquated. We're doing what they should be doing right now.
Yeah.
But they're so old, and the way that they go through it, they think like touring is going to get you, more widely known. When in one show that we play today, we're going to have 10,000 people see us. That would take 20 cities if we're of a big ass show to even hit, when we can do that in 1 hour here.
Yeah.
And the videos and the reels we're putting out, if you catch traction with that, people are going to stream your songs. They're buying it. Like, the way that they're trying to market you is so fucking old. I don't think it even works anymore.
It's weird that we have step-footed at the place we step-footed to, because in the last couple of years, even since I went to prison, things have fucking changed in such a way that we're doing like everything in the studio in like an internet fashion, because we know we can reach the biggest fucking audience that way. There's nothing wrong with touring. It's good, but we can build our fucking foundation to such a point to where when we can go on the road. We can hit a point to where we go on the road and we sell places out. Like that Connor Price dude's a perfect example.
He's a beast.
We do some reels, we do our podcasts on top of it, show different layers to who we are. We do our lives, we get it, our fan base knowing exactly who we are and get them excited about who we are. And then when we go down the road, we can fucking sell places out. You know what I mean? We can do all this from things just like this right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of it from right in the studio.
Yeah.
And we're gaining a more of a fucking understanding. It's amazing to me, that understanding, how it's gaining growing to fruition.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like all of it started from us just starting to do some TikToks, and then we started taking off, like, oh shit, and then we build into doing what we're doing now, like getting ready to do the pivots to move them towards the actual original music, starting the podcast, getting the podcast going way more professional than we ever had before. Just these fucking arms are
Yeah,
great,
they're pretty.
dude. I love it.
They're amazing.
The holes, doing the holes and shit, and getting the lights and the fucking all the different angles and stuff. Like, it's way more professional right off the bat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
gotta get this shit fixed.
Let me just pivot this real quick. We should probably, because we probably run in, I don't know, we've probably been 45 minutes to an hour right
cares?
now. We
Let's
have
go
we have to
we're-
do the TikTok battle, is what I'm saying.
What time is it?
We're supposed to do that. We should probably get on at like 12:15.
What time is it, Fletch?
You're at 42 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
And it is.
It's probably like 10:45. You could see in the on.
Yeah,
the
10:41.
Yeah, we got
10:41.
time.
Okay, yeah.
We got
Okay,
time.
let me ask you this though. There's some fights coming up. I want to know who you
Let's
think's gonna win.
see who we got.
You got you have to pick somebody in these fights.
Can you hear us? Okay.
Perfect.
Good.
Whitaker versus Hamzat.
Hamzat.
You got Hamzat? You
Yeah.
think so?
He'll gas, but he'll probably take him.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
Well, who do
He's
you
fresher.
think? If
He's
you had to
fresher.
pick.
Gun to my head.
I want Bo Nickel and Hamzat to fight.
It's hard to choose that fight, huh? Whitaker's a beast, dude.
I really like what Chris said. I kind of feel the same way. He might gas, but he could do it.
I think so.
It's hard to call
Whitaker's
it.
real tough, though.
Fucking love Whitaker.
Whitaker's good everywhere, and Whitaker will not gas. That's for sure. He can. I don't know if he can quite wrestle as good as Hamzat can, but dude. Hamzat does gas.
If he can make it past the gas, then he could take it to him.
Yeah, and I think when Hamzat fought Usman while you're in prison, he was just, I mean, he took him down at will like it was nothing. I think Usman had only been taken down once or twice, and Hamzat was taking him down easily. But the fight looked like shit towards round 2, and round 3, actually, Usman started actually winning. But they said that Hamzat broke his hand in the first round. So that kind of makes a big difference on judging.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, but who knows if he actually did? I don't think I ever saw like a actual X-ray or anything.
I mean, why would they lie? Just
I
because
don't
they know
They
he's
always
gassing.
do.
Because they know he's
They
gassing.
always do,
He's
dude.
fucking gassing, man. Tell him
Yeah.
he broke his hand.
Yeah, and Whitaker, you know what makes me think that Hamzat might be able to win it is when DDP fought Whitaker, dude. He threw him in a cowboy, just whipped him on the ground and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and also too, Hamzat's younger, dude.
Hamzat's younger.
And fucking what's his name? Has been fighting way longer. He's got more fucking damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, he's got mileage on him.
yeah. Man.
But he's still. It's not like he's past. He's probably right at the tail end of his prime.
Who?
You know, Whitaker.
Yeah, yeah.
But Hamzat's just coming up.
He looked real good in his last
But
fight. though.
Hamzat does fucking gas pretty hard, but he's aggressive as shit right off the get-go. So
I know.
we'll see what happens. I mean, Whitaker's one of the top tier fighters in that division.
Whitaker's only 33.
33,
Wow, he's
bro.
the same age as I am. Dude.
Yeah.
I would have said he was 38.
And he can strike just as good as anybody. He can
That's how.
wrestle
That's how
damn
much.
good.
That's how fucking young the UFC is, dude.
I know, dude.
It's crazy.
That's what's
The
happening
clock
in
is just
basketball.
fast.
Are you seeing this right now? LeBron's about to miss the playoffs. KD just got put out last night. Steph Curry got put out. It's a new era, dude.
They got put out, huh?
Yeah, dude, there's this new kid, Anthony Edwards, that plays for the Timberwolves. They're calling him the new Michael Jordan. He dropped 40 on the Suns last night.
Wow.
And he is a stud. Even Michael Jordan was like, that kid can play. Like he's a stud, dude. There's some good players in there right now, but man, Anthony Edwards is.
Dude, I remember being in prison fucking first couple weeks, and they were doing the playing games. I was like, oh, bad. Sports.
It was kind of fun to. We were both
Sports
watching
in
it.
prison is gonna fucking help.
It's the
dude.
savior.
It's not the savior. For me, it was lonely. It was hard for me to watch sports, especially once I got to the CRC. But when I was at because what?
Because it made you miss your family.
Yeah, it was fucking lonely. Dude.
Yeah.
It sucked. It sucked.
Yeah.
Couldn't message out or whatever.
I couldn't fucking share it. Dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't, oh shit! I share it
You
with
have to
fucking
wait till the
people
next
I don't
day.
give a fuck about.
Yeah.
I don't mean to fucking say it like that, but I
That's
want
gotta be
out of
one of
here.
the worst
I want
parts.
out of here.
That's gotta be one of the worst
It's not
parts.
them. It's the place. I want out.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, that's got to be one of the worst parts is being around a bunch of dipshits.
It can be.
Yeah.
But they're also too. You gain camaraderie. You know. You
Yeah.
do gain camaraderie because you're all at each other's house.
Yeah.
You know. So you have to.
Yeah.
So I mean, you do. But then also too, at the same time, people that fucking fight and shit, it grows both ways. You know, it's like turning into fucking family feud. What's up?
I have a question
What's-
with regard to with what Biden just did with the federal expunging or whatever. Did that affect yours?
I don't even know. What did he do?
He expunged marijuana charges.
Yeah.
Really?
Long ago, yeah.
What?
Something like that.
I didn't know
Well,
that.
that'll make it easier to get a
I
passport.
thought I remember hearing about this actually now, and wasn't there something weird like he expunged.
Something.
It was something fishy, like he expunged something like, I can't remember. He expunged like small time people that were in there, but the people that he expunged, it wouldn't reach into the people in prison because the people that he expunged were like small charge people. So it was like
so
something
if
weird.
it wasn't trafficking,
I can't remember.
I think
now
I
that he
do
brings that
recall
up, though,
something
I
like
do
this
recall
vaguely.
that because we thought it might affect you while you're in there.
Yeah, but I don't think that. I think if it's what I remember about what you're saying, that it affected small shit.
Yeah.
But
Simple marijuana possession.
yes, but it didn't affect
Which those people aren't in
anything
prison.
like
Those people aren't in
trafficking.
prison
Yeah,
unless.
and that's not a fucking felony.
Yeah, exactly. It was like
Maybe it
at the
used to
beginning.
be.
I remember
I don't
being
know.
like, yeah, and then when I looked more into it, I'm like, that's a big facade. Like that's not even affecting anybody.
But it does show a shift in the thought.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't care about it, dude.
But at least, like you said, maybe
On
they'll
paper,
pass it.
it's cared about, but they don't care about it
I mean, if you look though,
as
how
an
many states-
individual fucking substance.
when we looked up the states of like where it's illegal still, how many were there? That there's only like
I
three that
think
were
there's
medical.
4 left. There's
There's
4
like
left.
4 left.
Idaho,
Idaho,
Wyoming,
Texas.
South Carolina, and maybe Kansas.
Yeah, there was
because the rest.
so that's
Texas was TH or what was it? CBD.
Yeah.
There's another one with CBD, but for the most,
Idaho, Wyoming, Nebraska,
Wisconsin. What? Where do you live?
South Carolina.
So how many are left? Because what we looked at, there was 4.
Looked
So-
like 5, 6.
So, but more to what he was saying, to his point, is I couldn't even imagine when I was 19 thinking weed would ever be legal anywhere. Like
Yeah,
it
right.
never felt like it was going to
after
happen.
20,
to me.
like 14, it was.
And
just
now
kinda
it's
like,
literally everywhere except for Idaho and a few places. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Jeremy literally left
other
fucking
people, even Idaho people,
for that
even
reason.
Idaho people are like, dude, why are you going to prison for
Yeah.
this? I haven't talked to one person that was like, weed.
Even people that don't
Like, yeah,
like weed
dude,
feel that way.
weed, huh?
Yeah. Even people that don't like weed or smoke weed are still feel that way. Like, what are
Even
we
the
doing?
COs in there were like, "Why are you fucking? Like, that's stupid.
Like, well, I live in
That's
Idaho.
stupid. They put you in prison for this. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I get it." The one guy told me. He's like, "I would have if that was me. I would have let you go."
I always
I'm
hope
like,
that
what?
that's the case with
For
people.
real? He's like, yeah, dude, I would have let you go.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Shit, I wish you would have pulled me over.
Yeah.
But that would have been bad too, because maybe I wouldn't be where I'm at now, and I probably would have kept going.
You know what? You know what it seemed helpful for you? Your back seems a lot better since you went to prison.
I was really stressed.
But I mean, you got time to rest and work out more, and it seems like you really built the strength in your back to where you're not in as much pain.
The stem cells helped.
Yeah.
The stem cells definitely helped, but I think it helped my demeanor more than anything to not irritate my back.
Yeah.
To change my habits, to change to let my fucking stress decompress, but also
Nowhere to go, nothing to do.
change. Yeah, and then also too, like, just it's not the place to do that type of shit to beat myself up.
Yeah.
I could get beat up. I got to be ready to fight. I can't show weakness, but also fucking, it helped me change my habits as far as like what I was doing to cause that stress.
Yeah.
Not hustling anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking not being in bad relationships.
Seeing you when you were in
So now I'm like, I don't do that. I don't really do that anymore.
yeah.
Which is nice because I did it for a long time. It's fucking annoying.
Seeing you in Michigan smoking for the first time out there where it was legal, you were fucking cooked. That guy put like all the hash in there for you, or not hash, but the shatter in there, and you were fucking took a couple hits off that. I'm like, bro,
Dude.
what do you couldn't even listen to that guy telling his Ibogaine story. You're just looking at him cross-eyed, and I'm talking to him.
I was so glad you were there, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, the whole scene
It's
went,
uncomfortable.
The whole scene went from being like, in Idaho, you're in a certain environment. And then you go to fucking Detroit and Ann Arbor, whatever, right outside Detroit. And you go to a place like that with that type of fucking environment, when you're at Hash Bash.
Yeah.
And the way that Hash Bash is, if people have been around it or know, fucking after I smoked, I was like blasted, and the dude we were talking to was just the whole energy changed. I felt it all change right in front of me. I'm like, and then I start to look around. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just in a different world.
Yeah,
with the types of characters fucking running around here. It's crazy. It
Yeah.
blew my mind. And then you were asking him questions and shit, and I was just like, dude, I'm so glad Nate is halfway here.
because
Like,
he brought up
Nate's good. I'm good.
He brought
Nate's
up
good.
that Ibogaine,
But I
dude.
remember thinking, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I'm so fucking stoned right now. I couldn't even say wouldn't have known how to socially be like, hey guys, I'm gonna take off.
I'm gonna relieve
Thank
myself.
you.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Nothing but love. I'm out because I
Yeah.
was so blasted. I was just like, I'm here now.
As soon
I'm with
as
these guys.
as soon as he started talking about the Ibogaine and that experience, I was like, because I've always been curious about it, but it's never presented itself to me, and I've always been a little nervous because 12 hours is a really long time to be, seeing fucking spirits, So, but as soon as he brought it up,
Talking about chest opening up
This
and
is
shit.
this was before
Right?
we even had the opportunity to be able to do it. So that's another part of when that Ibogaine thing got offered to us. I'm like, it almost like they say this about ayahuasca. They say when it's
Yes,
time for you to
dude.
do it, it starts calling you. You'll be like literally pulled in that direction.
And then it comes into your
Ibogaine
life
just
in a weird
drops in
way,
our
right?
lap,
Like, I
dude.
never hear shit about Ibogaine really, and then that guy tells a story like that
There's-
in person, and then like right after that, they're like, "Hey, dude, want to come do this?"
There's nothing that's as effective too. Like even like going to rehab and stuff is like 12% effective. Like Ibogaine is in the low 90s for getting people off of opiates.
I don't know
That's
why.
amazing.
I don't know why I'm doing it, other because I'm not a depressed person.
Yeah, or hooked
I don't
on
have
opiates or
PT.
anything.
I don't have PTSD that I would like.
like to heal.
I'm sure I got some.
You
some
guys-
shit.
you gotta
I'm
have
sure I
some
got
shit.
some shit in there.
Yeah,
I've
dude.
had a life.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
At the same time, I don't have anything that's like
Plaguing you.
diagnosed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or that I even register.
Yeah.
But maybe there's something in there that I'll be like, oh shit, dude, this was fucking me up.
Well, I think we all have things right that are suppressed in this.
But I don't deal with depression. I don't deal with anything like PTSD wise.
Yeah.
I don't deal with any like I'm not addicted to fucking heroin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure but I know I'll get a lot.
I'm
out
sure
of
when
it.
you get out of it, you'll be like this.
But
and this came up.
supposedly it stores in your liver so that you feel good for like 6 months after that. Like it like gives you this feeling of like purpose.
Yeah, it
And
also
like meaning, basically.
Yeah, it also clears
what I
out
got out of
your
it.
receptors, like where any substance or residue may be. It regrows your like neurotransmitters. And
You feel energetic too, I guess.
yeah, but I think that there's always things for human beings that we have like pushed down throughout our life in pain that we didn't want to feel, and so we cover it up with like drugs in some sort or boredom or whatever it is. Like there's always going to be something that I feel like in this particular case, doing the Ibogaine will allow a little bit more clarity for ourselves to like almost wipe the dust off the mirror, whatever's there. You know, so you'll be able to be a little bit more transparent as a human being and have a little more insight to the things that we may not notice on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm nervous as fuck.
I'm not.
I think about it every day.
I was nervous.
I wake up
when
like,
I get around
"Ooh."
you. I get more. When I get around you, I'm like, this is gonna be a fucking.
'Cause I've been there.
It's gonna be heavy. But then when I'm like at the store, I'm like, yo, guess what I get to do?
I'm
dude?
excited.
I
I'm
get to do
excited.
this shit. Yo, this is gonna be crazy. So I've had a couple people. They're like, one acted like they knew, but one person did know. They're like, I'm really interested in that shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I get to go do it, dude. So, but when I get around you, I'm like, fuck.
Well, there's like that
This is
feeling.
gonna be fucking maddening.
There's this feeling of like, you know, anytime you feel excited and you start getting like nervous, it's the exact same energy. What's just like fears in front of the excitement
The
a little
best
bit.
I can
It's
let
both,
it go.
though.
I can let it go, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can be like, just like I'm doing this.
Yeah. This morning when
I'm doing this.
This morning when I woke up for the first time in the shower, I was like,
I'm doing this, dude. Go ahead.
no, you're okay.
I'm
Are you-
sorry.
Are you doing this?
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You got to just fucking do it and like let it go.
This morning was the first time that I was like, when he first brought it up, like, you want to do it? I was immediately like, yes, Chris, we're
I
doing
was like,
this.
man,
I
I don't
know.
know.
I'm like, let's do this. But today's the
That's
first
just
day.
pretty wild, I heard.
Today's the first day that like in the shower, I was like, all right, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to go take this journey. But I also know what an adventure is. I've been to that place many times where you want to turn back and there's no way out and you just have to ride it out. And that's a hard place to be, to get in that surrender state. But again, this is an opportunity for me to be able to be in a safe environment where I can do that easier. You know?
Yeah, that makes it getting into that surrender state much easier.
Yeah.
So you got a button. Help.
Yeah.
Stay in here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be a long 6 hours for everybody now.
Yeah.
'Cause I need you to stay.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Please, God, no. I'm gonna ring the bell.
They said that one dude was saying they
I'm gonna
gave him
ring the
too much.
fucking shit out of
They
this-
said they gave him too much, and he was slamming the
Yeah,
button. Was fucked up for like
one
2
guy
days.
Said the guy, yeah, they gave him six. He said he was a big guy. Gave
That was
him
a different
6
place, though. We're not
caps.
going to that place
No,
where that
dude,
guy was
we're
talking
not.
about.
We're going to fucking Beyond, bitch.
I'm excited, man. That guy seems like a nice guy.
Dude, they do seem like nice people. I love that rap brings these things into your life.
Yeah.
Like into our life.
I know.
It is so fun to think about when you think about where you started and where you can go and where you're at if you've made progress. The progress we're making. That's all I can associate it with. And it's fucking so exciting. What's up?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
On your way out.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good idea. I want to ask you this, though, real fast. We should kind of wrap this up a little bit, but Islam or Dustin Poirier?
Islam.
Do you think so?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Islam for sure.
Yeah.
Khabib made light work of him, but he almost got stuck in a guillotine. Did you see that fight?
I would say I like Dustin.
I like Dustin too, dude.
But he doesn't see those fucking Middle Eastern dudes. They're just tough. And Islam.
yeah, I mean, not the Middle East.
That's not Middle East.
Yeah.
Eastern European.
Yeah,
Fucking seems like Middle Eastern to me. I don't know.
you think Islam too?
Bro, I like Dustin, but I just feel like that guy's tough as.
He is, dude.
Dude, he's tough. Isn't he undefeated?
I need to see. Yeah, no, he lost once. He got knocked out early in his career. He got caught with a punch.
He's fucking tough.
The playbook with Bolt, but
I know.
He's
Then he got head
super
kicked.
tough, dude.
I mean, we saw the playbook.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah.
gonna lose. I like Dustin too, but Dustin is tough. I mean, that last fight he should have lost. He was getting his ass beat.
Dude, I had $200 on that fight. I was so happy.
He was
won.
fucking getting beat up, dude. That dude was tougher than him. He wasn't
Yeah.
tougher. He was stronger. You could see, and he was bigger.
Yeah.
and that guy was eating him up.
Dude, Holloway,
was
bro. I need to
fucking
see him in
changing
Ilya, but I don't want to see him go back
fucking game.
down. I want to see him fight at 55 now. Like knocking out Justin. Dude, not only did he knock him out, he beat his ass that whole fight.
Did you watch the Joe Rogan interview?
Yes, I liked it, dude.
165 rumor.
Yeah. That dude, Dana said he'd never do it, but what if Connor's demanding it? You might get that shit. Is it going to be Connor and fucking Chandler for the 165 title?
He could beat Chandler. He could beat both of them.
Connor?
Yeah.
Connor's
Holloway?
Oh, yeah, Holloway could definitely beat him for
That's
sure.
what you're talking about, right?
So I was talking about
Talking about
so they're talking
Chandler
about putting up
and Connor.
They're talking about putting the 165 belt up with Chandler and
Who's
Connor.
got the belt?
There's 165 doesn't exist.
Well,
Dana said he would never do it.
But
Now he's been going and saying that
What's the weight class? 145,
55, 70, 85.
So that would be 65, 70, 85?
Yeah.
That's kind of stupid.
Why?
Because it's a 5-pound increment.
No, that's 10. Because
65 to 70.
What
It's
they're
5 pounds.
that is actually a debate.
kinda whack.
It's a debate that now if they're going to go 55, 65, 75, 85, or if they're going to leave 70. So they're talking about maybe making it
They're
every 10
changing
pounds.
the whole fucking thing.
There's-
Why are they
well, I
doing
think
65?
I would like it. I
Why are
honestly
they doing
would like it.
65? Because Holloway's kind of small.
You know why? Is because there's a giant gap between 55ers and 70ers. Like
There is. That's 15
trying
pounds.
to cut from 170 down to 155, like percentage wise relative to your weight. That's a lot of fucking weight to lose. Dude.
Yeah, you're probably,
And a lot of-
you're gonna eliminate one of the weight classes potentially though. Right?
No. I'm sure that they
You're
would
just gonna shift it.
I would bet.
You're gonna put one in and shift it, so you're gonna add one.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I would bet they're going to add the 65, and then if they did do 75, whoever's the champion there would probably still keep the belt, but then you would be able to be at 75. I would guess.
It's tough, but
They're gonna add one weight class then.
Yeah.
That's good for the UFC because then they'll put more people on the
And
roster.
there's so many tweeners. Like there's Islam
We
would
put
fight,
some hot water in there.
Islam would definitely fight at like 65. Like when you see Holloway cut to 45, he looks like death. When you like, it would be nice for him to be able to bump up. Some of the other people move up to 65. Like Islam looks like fucking death when he cuts to 55.
I hate cutting.
Khabib looked dead, dude.
I think they shouldn't cut, just like any wrestling too. Like I hate cutting. It's
you
the
boys know you guys both wrestled.
yeah.
So
But I didn't even cut like a lot of people. I fucking didn't cut. I wrestled at what I was at, and I fucking smoked fools. You know what I mean? I don't. I just think it's so bad for you. You just can't like. But I know these guys don't. If everyone just fought at what they fucking weighed, you'd have a whole different set
PFL
of
does
circumstances.
something like that, and that's been the discussion about fighting at natural.
Oh
weight.
God,
Yeah.
give me some cold water, please.
I did.
That's so hot. Oh my God, that hurt.
It's hard because even like fighting at natural weights, people still find a way to game the system. But man,
Doesn't PFL do like you have to check in on like so many times a year? Or
Yeah.
something, you can only be so many percentage points off.
yeah, they do the hydration test there. Is that right? Yeah.
Shit's bad, dude. You
It
can't
is,
cut
too.
weight like that.
And you
just
see
can't.
when-
I don't care. Like kids, especially, you're reinforcing the UFC doing it. It's just showing the young fighters to do it. Just like you fucking young wrestlers, dude. Those freestyle kids cut weight.
Seventh grade, they
Fucking
start-
retards.
American
Not
boys
even,
start cutting weight.
dude.
Yeah.
Even
Dude, that's
younger
crazy,
than that.
right?
Even younger than that, dude.
Well, that's what-
My dad had us doing it when we were 9 years
I
old.
remember sitting in the sauna for
regional
6
tournament.
fucking hours at regionals trying to
Yeah.
lose enough weight. I ate a piece of ice and weighed
Because
over
and
my
you know why?
0.1.
Because you wrestle 6 weeks later.
Yeah, you
get
wrestle
done-
that day.
You're kids, so you get done with state, and then wrestling stops. So even our dad didn't make us train like he used to. Like
Yeah.
you know, he just make us pump iron and shit at like 6 a.m. and then do wrestling practice, and we'd get ready for wrestling before wrestling season and shit. But even after wrestling, he didn't have us continue to do that.
Yeah.
which is crazy when you think back about it.
cutting weight just sucks in general.
But then you grow. You're a kid, so you're growing.
That's
and
the worst
6
part.
weeks later, you weigh a little bit more. You weigh a couple pounds more.
Yeah.
And he was making us cut. And I remember I was 9.
I mean, how many fighters have we watched lose probably because of a massive weight cut that like maybe they would have won a lot more fights if they
Dude,
didn't have to do
Connor
it. And
looked
they
like
don't
a
let you
skeleton at 145. Or was it 135?
They
Where
don't-
was it?
It was 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They
fucking
don't let you
shit,
use
dude.
IVs anymore either. They used to let you rehydrate with IVs and shit.
What are they doing?
It did
Just
change a
stop,
lot.
dude.
You remember when Paulo Costa got that picture taken of him rehydrating after a fight? He didn't get in any trouble for
Some
that.
of these dudes are so big when they're out of the ring, too.
Bro, fucking the
They're
guy
wearing
that
like walking around, fucking 85ers are walking around at 230.
Poton, what's
Like
his
make
fucking
them
name?
fight at 230, dude. Make them fight at fucking heavyweight or
Al-
215. Let them drop to 215. I'm sorry, it pisses me off.
It's
Go
hard to
ahead.
police it.
Yeah.
It's hard to police it.
Alex Pereira was
Weigh 'em,
cutting from
catch 'em.
Alex Pereira was cutting from 230 to 185. And then
That's
even right now,
crazy,
when
dude.
he's fighting
and
in
he's
205,
not a big fat fucker. He's like he's like he's lengthy, dude.
when he fights at 205, he's still bigger than everybody.
Dude, he looks huge.
He's a fucking monster,
and
dude.
he's got a huge punch.
And I like
the
him.
strongest punch in the UFC. And
No, someone beat it recently.
Again,
Eddie Hall or something.
it got beat again.
I don't think he's in the UFC, but yeah, he beat his
Pereira's.
Yeah, just the other day.
So Ngannou
was 130,000.
He got beat by Pereira, and then
Pereira
just
beat him
got
by 60,000.
And then this other guy just beat.
Yeah, he
Pereira.
got like 211.
This is like a 4-minute mile situation.
Strongman, Eddie Hall?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's actually who it was.
So is
I
that
didn't
guy
know
a
who he was,
fighter?
but now
Is
that
he
you say
is he a
that,
fighter?
he is a strong man.
I think it's world
Yeah,
champion.
dude.
Is he a fighter?
No, he's a weightlifter.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, no.
All right, but
And Poton hit it with his right hand, not his left.
But that guy has the strongest punch in the UFC.
Yep.
And he fucking gave him to
3 days ago.
Adesanya, and Stylebender fucking knocked him out.
Stop, dude. That was
Stylebender
crazy.
ate
That was
them.
one of the greatest
Stylebender
knockouts,
ate
dude.
them and then knocked him out.
Yeah,
I watched
that was
it
a
the other- I
crazy
saw it
knockout,
the other
bro.
day. I
When
finally
it
saw
happened, I went nuts. It was crazy because you just wanted Izzy to get one. Because all the fights when you watch him,
dude,
he
I don't
had
want
him
this
for
guy
a
to just
moment.
come in and win. He's the superhero.
You just wanted him to
He's
get
the
one.
fucking Naruto guy.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
then he comes in and gets beat by this old nemesis, you know?
That- in the first fight in the UFC,
But now I'm a fan of Pereira.
When they fought
Is
the
what's
first
his
time-
name? Pereira?
yeah,
Okay, go on. When they first fought what?
when they first fought in the UFC, Izzy was beating his ass for 4 rounds, and then he got marched down and knocked the fuck out. And I'd never even seen him get knocked out. It was crazy because he was beating the shit. Izzy was winning the entire fight until that last round. After you watch the 5th round, you're like, why didn't he fight this way the whole time? All he did was march straight forward until Izzy was stuck in a corner. Boop, boop, boom, done. And when that left hook touches you, I've never seen power like that, dude.
Bro, he's
it doesn't even look hard. Dude, just go to sleep.
Dink!
Seriously, dude. It's crazy.
They just sleep on that guy, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's cutting a lot of weight and he looks huge in the ring.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up so we can make
No,
sure
man, I'm
that
having fun. Fuck that.
I am too, but I don't know how long the cameras can record. Your phone might have even shut off. We don't even know. Are they all recording still?
Yeah,
Good.
Fletch just got us covered.
Well, let me
dude.
make sure mine
I want
is.
to keep going.
Yeah.
We could chop this up into so
I
much.
was gonna say cut it wherever you want.
We
whatever.
yeah, we're.
This one is almost dead.
I was just adjusting my balls though, so we're gonna have to cut that
this
out.
one's almost dead.
Can't see it.
You can't see it. You saw that? Good.
No, your balls are small. He's saying.
Oh. That's a good one. We could clip that in.
This phone is almost dead. Just so you know.
All right, whatever.
No,
Let's-
well, we can go
let's
like
go,
another
let's
5 more
keep it-
minutes.
All right,
That's fine.
let's
That's
keep
fine.
going, man. Let's keep going.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Let's talk about it.
About what?
Cindy's.
They make me depressed sometimes.
Dude, Cindy's do. I don't know.
What's your next show?
Cindy's are
Oh
the
shit! Yeah, we
Mexico
are. We're
show.
playing.
We're playing one next week.
March 4th. We're playing the Reef. We're doing a charity event for. I can't remember what the charity is, but what?
It's for kids like getting turning 18 and being homeless. I think.
I thought it was
They're
for
trying to give
foster
them money.
kids.
They're trying to like foster kids that are turning 18, getting out
They're
of the
trying to
fosters,
give them, like,
getting
a little support.
getting into life, getting the light up in the street. So they're trying to give them some help.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no, we got that one coming up on the 4th. We're playing Connection Music Festival the June 28th through the 30th. We're playing the Comic-Con in Twin Falls at the end of July. We're doing our
Another one
album
in-
release.
We're doing our the album release. Did we change it?
Yeah, he said we can. I need to message him again, but he said if
We need
that touring act didn't take the date, he said they weren't responding. So July 27th,
We should
most
just
likely.
push it to fucking August.
No, I'm just gonna check with him
if
today.
we have to.
Yeah, we'll push to August.
Yeah,
if we have
yeah,
to.
and then we're doing another one in Twin in August at
Yeah.
the mall.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one was.
And then maybe if I can get that passport, we're doing the Mexico one here
In May.
May.
We'll come back.
And we're gonna come back fucking rejuvenated human beings, like fucking gods. Dude.
10 days, dude. We get to stay out there for free.
Ooh, I know, dude. I like that shit.
Yeah.
I like that. Getting paid.
Yeah.
Like you gotta pay. I hope they pay us good. Cut this out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want.
He
I
sounded
do.
like
I
they were
want
gonna
to pay
pay
us
us pretty
good,
good,
dude.
dude.
I want them to pay us good.
It sounded like they were going to pay us.
It's
well.
exciting to be able to climb up that ladder and be like, okay, I'm gonna get paid. Like, I'm gonna get paid good.
Yeah.
You know.
Tell Chris what you thought when we first got to Cancun.
What do you mean?
Like, just was it what you thought? What would it be like?
I didn't really know. I didn't know what to expect.
I'm imagining white statues.
Everyone talks about Mexico like it's a super dangerous place.
If you go with inward, I think it is.
Well, here's what I just saw the other day. It was like someone did a report on the amount of kidnappings that happened in
more in
Mexico, and it was
America,
like 50,000 some odd a year. And then they did America, and it was like 350,000.
That's insane.
America has way more kidnappings.
That's great.
Like they don't tell you that. Like that's a really weird statistic, But not only did I feel safe down there, but like we were in Tulum and Cancun, so it's like the vacation spot. But that place was fucking beautiful, man. I had such a good time. I needed that vacation so bad at that time.
Yeah,
dude.
you did.
I'm wearing my Cancun shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
shit.
dope. Is that a fucking Rey Mysterio?
No, they were into the skulls.
Okay.
A little bit. That
It
looks
looks
like
a
one of
little
those
Rey
mariachi masks or
dude.
whatever they call
I
them.
saw Rey Mysterio for the first time on a reel the other day. He
Yeah.
looked like a little kid, dude.
Really?
Little baby face. Yeah. Buff as fuck, though.
Was it his son? I think his son wrestles.
Oh, no shit. He's got a son?
Rey Mysterio.
Dude, damn, dude. He's
So many people are into
Maybe
the
that was
WWE.
the junior, huh?
Yeah, so many people watch the WWE. It's a weird hobby to have to me.
When I'm going through reels, I run into it on the Monkey D page, and I've been watching shit on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like takes me back, dude.
We did watch it when we were kids.
I liked it when we were younger. That era,
Kane and the
we caught the
Undertaker.
best era, dude. I
Yeah.
was just watching a video about how they were about to go under, and then they brought that era in with The Rock and Stone Cold, the Attitude Era, but they were losing to WCW in the ratings, and it was like one or the other, and they ended up losing some characters to WCW too. And they were like, "Fuck, what are we gonna do?" And they ended up Vince brought in the Attitude Era.
How about Vince
And
McMahon
bought
now?
up fucking Rock and Stone Cold and all this Undertaker,
Yeah.
all those badasses, dude.
Yeah.
He's on TRT.
No, he's getting he can't even be a part of the organization now. He's getting sued. There's like,
Vince?
oh yeah, him
happened?
and Brock Lesnar and a few people
For what?
for like weird like
P. Diddy
sexual. Yeah, it's not like trafficking or something, but like some kind of like sexual assault. Like there's a story they're talking about where like him and I think Brock Lesnar were sleeping with the same girl and Vince shit on her forehead. And like there's wild stories out there right now, but Vince had to
Why,
like
when they get rich, they do this?
I'll tell you what happens.
You
I'll tell
do-
you what, no. TRT getting on those drugs makes you a fucking sexual deviant.
I
dude.
think, but Eddie Murphy was like turning gay because he was. I think it's the same with like Michael Jackson. I think I could be misspeaking, but
It's too easy.
Yeah, you just get like you're like I could fuck everybody. Like
Yeah.
so you start
It's
fucking.
all- might as well open
I
up the
start
other door.
fucking dudes. You know, what I do.
Yeah,
I think
no, I
there's a
understand
certain
what- I
level
understand
of
what
like
you're
fame
saying.
where you're just like it's just like too. Everything's accessible to me.
Yeah.
You know, so now I'm gonna start doing weird shit. No one cares. Like,
Doing
and
the
then 20
billionaire
years
shit.
later, you get fucking sued and kicked out of your organization for shitting on heads.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's some weird stories in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're ready to quit. I get it. All right.
I was whatever. That's fine with me. But let's see. Where can they find us at? You can find us on Instagram at Holistic Meditation. You can find us on Spotify under Holistic Meditation, 3 full albums. You can also go to our TikTok. That's also Holistic Meditation. And the only thing that's not Holistic Meditation is our YouTube, and that is Freedom Renegades. And we will be putting the whole video out on YouTube, and we'll also have some clips all over the other places.
And you are on Freedom Renegade Radio.
Yeah. Shout out. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for being a part of this, man. We got Funk Master Fletch in the back now. And yeah, we're going to keep this podcast rolling. This is
Boom,
episode
baby.
1, y'all.
Fucking A, bitch.
Yeah.